Title: Revisitant Old Victorian House, Night. The sound of rain tapping on broken window panes. A dim flashlight beam slices through the darkness. Julia, 30s, walks cautiously through the entryway, her breath visible in the cold. Dust floats in the air. Every step creaks underfoot. Julia, to herself. It's just a house. Just a house. A framed photo lies cracked on the floor. Julia picks it up. It's her as a child, standing on the same front porch. Her face twists in confusion. Julia, how is this here? A sharp bang upstairs. She freezes. Julia, haunted. Hello? Someone there? No response, just the creaking of floorboards above. She slowly ascends the stairs, each step groaning. Second floor landing, night. A hallway stretches into darkness. Doors hang open like gaping mouths. One door at the end is slightly ajar. Flickering light spills out. She walks toward it. Whispers begin, low, unintelligible. Whisper, V.O., just audible. We remember. Julia flinches, swings the flashlight. Nothing there. She opens the door fully. Child's bedroom, night. Frozen in time. Toys on shelves. A music box plays faintly. A worn teddy bear sits on the bed, its head stitched clumsily. Julia's eyes widen. Julia. No. This room burned. She walks in. The air is heavy. The mirror on the wall is fogged. She wipes it. A child stands behind her in the reflection. Pale, hollow eyes, drenched in soot. Child, reflection. You left me. Julia spins. Nothing there. Child's bedroom, continuous. She backs away. The door slams shut. The room darkens. The music box slows, then reverses. Whispers. V.O. Repeating. You left. You left. You left. She screams. Tries the door. Locked. Lights flicker. The child now stands at the foot of the bed. Child. Reaching out. Come back, Julia. Stay with me. Her flashlight dies. Total darkness. A single match strikes. Her hand trembling, holding it. The child is gone. But now the walls, they move, pulsing like lungs. Julia, sobbing. I didn't know. I was just a kid. A voice, her own, whispers in her ear. Julia's voice, V.O. You did know. The flame extinguishes, screams, silence. Old Victorian house. Day police tape flutters. An officer speaks to a detective. Officer, no sign of forced entry. No prints. Just this. He hands the detective the photo Julia found earlier. But now the image has changed. Julia stands on the porch, holding hands with the soot-covered child. Detective. Who's the second kid? The wind howls. The house creaks. Fade to black. Old Victorian house. Basement. 9. Flickering candlelight dances on damp stone walls. The air is thick with mold. Footsteps echo down the stairs, but no one's visible. A dull thump, thump, thump echoes from deeper within. Then silence. Candlelit chamber. Night. The chamber appears ritualistic. Symbols drawn in charcoal cover the walls. A child-sized rocking chair faces the corner. Suddenly, Julia gasps awake, gasping, coughing, covered in ash. She's lying on the cold floor. Her eyes widen as she remembers where she is. Julia, panicked whisper. This can't be real. A mirror across the room shows her reflection. Only her face is now smudged with soot, just like the child's. The rocking chair creaks, turns slightly. Empty. Flashback. Int. Child's bedroom. Day, 25 years earlier. Little Julia hides under the bed. Smoke curls beneath the door. Screams outside. Young Julia, terrified. I didn't mean to. A child's hand reaches out from the smoke. Julia recoils. Back to present basement chamber. Night. Julia stares at the mirror. The image changes. The child now stands beside her in the reflection. Child. Reflection. You brought it back. Julia. What? Child. You opened the door again. It never left. The candlelight flares. The symbols on the walls begin to smolder and glow red hot. Voice, V.O., reverberating. We are the buried. We are the broken, and now you are one of us. Old Victorian house. Night lightning cracks across the sky. The house pulses with light from within. A scream rips through the storm, then is abruptly cut off. The house falls dark. Police station, evidence room. Day. A detective flips through photos. Julia on the porch, Julia with the child, Julia alone. He pauses, looks closer. The latest photo shows Julia standing inside the house, looking out from the second-story window, eyes completely blank. Detective, Soto, unsettled. She never left. Rain pours outside. A flickering neon sign blinks VACANCY. Claire, late 20s. Julia's estranged sister sits hunched over a desk cluttered with newspaper clippings, old family photos, and a half-burned journal labeled Raven House. Claire, reading aloud. The child is not gone. It waits. A door left open once can never be shut. Her phone buzzes. Unknown number. She hesitates, answers. Claire. Hello? Distorted voice. VO. She's still in the house. Call drops. Static floods the room. The lights flicker. Then a wet footprint appears on the motel carpet. Then another. Claire backs away, breath catching. Claire. Oh, God. Raven House. Night. The house is still. Too still. Something hums low beneath the floorboards. Julia sits at the child's desk, her face blank, eyes all black now. She whispers to no one, or something just out of frame. Julia. She's coming. You said she would. A soot-covered hand strokes her shoulder. Julia doesn't react. Child, OS. We need them both. Claire's car. Moving. Night. Claire drives fast through winding back roads, phone to her ear. Claire, into phone. I don't know what's happening, but if anyone finds this message, I'm going back to the house to find Julia, to end this. Her headlights flicker. A figure stands in the middle of the road. A child. Claire slams the brakes. The car skids. But when it stops, the road is empty. Raven House, foyer. Later that night, Claire stands at the threshold, flashlight in hand. Her breath is visible in the cold air. She steps inside. Claire. Julia! A whisper travels down the hall. Whisper. VO. You always leave her. Second floor. Child's bedroom, night. Claire enters. The room is now decayed, rotting. The air is heavy. The teddy bear from earlier now bleeds ash from its eyes. She turns, and Julia is behind her, smiling, unblinking. Julia. I missed you, Claire. Claire. What did they do to you? Julia, tilting her head. You should have come sooner. Behind her, the child's reflection appears in the cracked mirror. It's grinning. Basement chamber. Moments later, Claire is dragged into the ritual circle, screaming. Candles reignite. The symbols blaze red. Julia chanting softly. One returns, one remains. Claire screaming. Julia, don't do this, please. Julia steps forward, eyes flickering, torn. Julia. I don't have a choice. A burst of blinding light, followed by silence. Old Victorian house, living room, day. The house is perfect again, clean, pristine, peaceful. Two girls, Julia and Claire as children, sit on the couch, smiling, holding hands. Child Julia. Now we're both home. Fade to black. Abandoned church, night. A stone chapel sits in a field of dead grass, shrouded in fog. Candles flicker inside the broken stained glass. Father Mathis, 60s, kneels at the altar, flipping through a brittle manuscript. Pages are marked. The revisitant, a soul unanchored. Father Mathis, muttering. Two bodies, one spirit untethered. It feeds on the forgotten. A loud knock at the church doors. He opens them. No one's there, except a child's handprint on the wooden door. Fresh ash falls from the sky. Raven House, hallway, night. Claire awakens in darkness. She's alone now. Julia's gone. But her voice echoes down the hall. Julia, VO. We're sisters. One soul, one fate. Claire's eyes twitch. Her reflection in a cracked hallway mirror shows someone else, a child version of her, with no eyes. Claire, what are you doing to me? The mirror begins to bleed down the glass. Black, inky blood. Flashback, int. Foster home, night, years earlier. A young Claire watches as Julia is taken away. She doesn't say goodbye. Young Julia, from a window. Don't forget me, young Claire whispers. I already have. Abandoned church, night. Father Mathis reads aloud from the manuscript. Father Mathis. When one dies forgotten, they don't move on. They come back. Not as they were, but as they were remembered. A candle extinguishes on its own. Then another, and another. He whispers a prayer. A child's voice responds, from the shadows. Child, V.O. You remember her wrong. Raven House, basement, night. Claire descends the staircase again. But now every step takes her through shifting memories, like walking through ghosts. She sees Julia at age 6, screaming through smoke, their mother locking the attic door, a shadow figure looming behind young Claire's bed. Claire, tears in her voice. I didn't mean to forget her. A voice from behind her. Julia, softly. But you did. Ritual room, continuous. Claire enters. Julia stands in the circle, half human, half shadow. Julia. We can start over. Just say yes. Claire. That's not you talking anymore. Julia, snarling. It's both of us now. The walls breathe. The house groans. The revisitant rises from the corner, a child-shaped void, stitched together from memories and grief. The revisitant whispers. One of you leaves. One of you stays. The floor cracks open beneath them. Unknown place, between worlds, timeless. Claire floats in darkness. Julia appears beside her. But this Julia is clean, human, sad. Julia, you have to let me go. Claire, I came to save you. Julia, then remember me right. The darkness swirls. A choice must be made. Raven House, dawn. The front door creaks open. Claire steps out, alone, covered in ash, trembling, but alive. Behind her, the house slowly collapses in on itself and vanishes. Museum archive. 1 month later, Claire places an old photo of her and Julia on the table beside the manuscript, The Revisitant. She begins typing, Raven House, a true haunting, by Claire. Fade to black.